Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Acharya Ashtatarashta Shri Srimad Abhaicharam Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki Nama Acharya Shahridas Thakur ki Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivas Adi Gaur Bhaktavrinda ki Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Radha Kund Shyama Kund Giri Govardhan ki Vrindavan Dham ki Mayapur Dham ki Ganga Mai ki Yamuna Mai ki Tulsi Devi ki Bhakti Devi ki Samaveta Bhaktavrinda ki Jai Nitai Gaur Paramananda. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. All glories to Shri Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 1 and text 37. Brahmānanaṁ kṣatra-bhujo mahātmā ūrur aṅghri-śrita-kṛṣṇa-varṇaḥ nānābhidhābhījya-gaṇopapanno dravyātmakaḥ karma vitāna-yogaḥ brahmānanaṁ kṣatra-bhujo mahātmā ūrur aṅghri-śrita-kṛṣṇa-varṇaḥ nānābhidhābhījya-gaṇopapanno dravyātmakaḥ karma vitāna-yogaḥ brahmānanaṁ kṣatra-bhujo mahātmā ūrur aṅghri-śrita-kṛṣṇa-varṇaḥ nānābhidhābhījya-gaṇopapanno dravyātmakaḥ karma vitāna-yogaḥ brahmānanaṁ kṣatra-bhujo mahātmā ūrur aṅghri-śrita-kṛṣṇa-varṇaḥ nānābhidhābhījya-gaṇopapanno dravya-ātmakaḥ karma vitāna-yogaḥ Mataji's? Oh. Mataji's? Brahma, the brahmanas. Ānanam, the face. Kṣatra, the kṣatriyas. Bhujaḥ, the arms. Mahātmā, the virāṭ-puruṣa. With the vaiśyas. Ūruḥ, the thighs. aṅghri-śrita, under the protection of his feet. Kṛṣṇa-varṇaḥ, the śūdras. Nānā, various. Abhidhā, the name, by names. abhījya-gaṇa, the demigods. Upapannaḥ, being overtaken. Dravya-ātmakaḥ, with feasible goods. Karma, activities. Vitāna-yogaḥ, performances of sacrifice. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. The virāṭ-puruṣa's face is the brahmanas. His arms are the kṣatriyas. His thighs are the vaiśyas. And the śūdras are under the protection of his feet. All the worshipable demigods are also overtaken by him, and it is the duty of everyone to perform sacrifices with feasible goods to appease the Lord. Purport. Monotheism is practically suggested here. Offering sacrifices to many demigods under different names is mentioned in the Vedic literatures, but the suggestion made in this verse is that all those varieties of demigods are included in the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They are only the parts and parcels of the original whole. Similarly, the divisions of the orders of human society, namely the brahmanas, the intelligent class, the kṣatriyas, the administrators, the vaiśyas, the mercantile community, and the śūdras, the liberal class, are all included in the body of the Supreme. As such, sacrifice by every one of them in terms of pleasing the Supreme by feasible goods is recommended. Generally, the sacrifice is offered with clarified butter and grains. But with the progress of time, human society has produced varieties of goods by transforming materials supplied by God's material nature. Human society, therefore, must learn to offer sacrifices not only with clarified butter, but also with other manufactured goods in the propagation of the Lord's glory, and that will bring about perfection in human society. The intelligent class of men, or brahmanas, may give direction for such sacrifices in consultation with the previous acharyas. The administrators may give all facilities to perform such sacrifices. The Vaishya class, or the mercantile community, who produce such goods, may offer them for sacrifice, and the Shudra class may offer their manual labor for the successful termination of such sacrifice. Thus, by the cooperation of all classes of human beings, the sacrifice recommended in this age, namely the sacrifice of congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord, may be executed for the common welfare of all the people of the world. Hare Krishna. So it's a very beautiful verse, very educating. Here we see actually, then Srila Prabhupada is describing it, and we see in the narration that as he talked about the virāṭ-puruṣa, so virāṭ-puruṣa is there. And who is the virāṭ-puruṣa? He is the representation of Supreme Godhead, of Krishna. For whom? Well, for those and less intelligent, those who cannot or don't want to see then directly the Lord in his personal feature. So, Krishna appears as virāṭ-puruṣa. It's also Krishna. But the manifestation is a nature. Then we see. And we see that the engagement of everyone, how to serve the Lord, then it's given. In the Vedas it's also upasana khanda, right? No, it's a service. Then the topmost devotion, or topmost service to the Lord is bhakti. So we should be aiming for that. But then, how many people are not engaged, but are even willing to be engaged in bhakti? Yeah, some, but most don't want to, because they don't believe in God as that he has personal feature. Why? Because if I accept that, that means that he is actually supreme person, superior to me. And that means I am obliged to follow his authority. But if I somehow can prove that he's not a person, so then he is not an authority to me. And I can not listen. And in fact, I can just take things and abuse them as I like. It's a nature, right? No, I can do, or I feel I can do what I want. However, I mean, it's because of the minute energy, a minute free will which we still have. I mean, we are jivas, we are part of the Lord. The Lord has supreme free will. And we have the minute free will because we are the minute quality of the Lord. So, okay, we have that. And now, if Krishna is willing, he wants to do something, then his energies take care of it. No? Icha Shakti, he is willing, Kriya Shakti, Bala Shakti, it's done. He doesn't have to do anything else. Unfortunately for us, it's not working like this. We have so many desires. We want. But it's not happening. So, and on top of that, we are always getting beaten by Maya. We have the free will. We can still want whatever we want, right? We can desire. And I can do even whatever I want. It's given. But the consequence you get for it, it's not under your control. So you can technically do whatever you want. But what you get for it, that's not up to you. Don't complain. That's why then there is a system, there are rules, the yama niyamas. Rules, regulations, restrictions. Right? If you do this, then what you get for it, it's good. If you do this, what you get, it's bad. Use your intelligence. Then do only good things. Don't do the bad things. Then you will get the good reactions. You will not get the bad ones. But if you think, who are you to tell me? Then, yes, do the bad. Fine. You can do whatever you want. Jump off the roof. Because you can fly, right? But then you figure out when you are at the bottom that you cannot fly. Why I cannot fly? Well, okay. So when you jump down, and then as you are dying, then you think about, I want to fly. Then you become a bird, and you can fly. Your choice. Everybody has the choice to make. No problem. But if you really want to use your intelligence, then use this very form of human life, which you got this lifetime, for something better. Just to practice bhakti. And if you don't believe that the Lord, He is a person, He is in fact a supreme person, supreme personality of Godhead, then okay, then accept, then He is here as a virāṭ-puruṣa, the nature. And still the nature is our authority. Maybe not personally as such, but we can learn so many things from the nature. And we also learn, when we start abusing the nature, we suffer. It's also an authority. You can also learn. But for that, you have to be a little bit conscious. You have to be aware of things. If you are completely oblivious, to anything what's happening and don't care for anything, being unconscious, then it's very difficult to do anything except, I don't know, maybe just play some computer games. Okay, maybe. But even that we have to be conscious for. But it's useless. So Krishna knows that. And he knows with the Kali Yuga, more and more problems will come. So, what is he talking about? Varnashrama. It's very important. In Satya Yuga, nobody cares about Varnashrama. Everybody is Brahman, everybody knows what to do. So it's the real anarchy. This is no need to tell anybody what to do because everybody knows what to do and everybody is pious. But after that, no, you have to tell people what to do. So first is the pious kings. It's like Maharaj Yudhishthir, right? No. They're pious kings. They tell us what to do and we know that it's right. Nowadays the politicians, they are telling us what to do so they can fill up their pockets. No. You don't believe them. But what can you do? You have to choose which one is the worst one. You don't consider which one is the better one, but the worst one. So, okay, don't take that one. But maybe I can get some benefits from this. It's corrupted. Everything is corrupted. Because the system of Varnashrama is not working. And that's why Srila Prabhupada, in 77, before leaving, he was talking so much. I have done 50% of my duties, of what I wanted to establish. But 50% is still remaining. And what is it? Varnashrama. And why is he like that? Why is he talking? No, because he gave everything. We have books. The basis of Bhakti, Vaidisarana Bhakti. So Srila Prabhupada explained, showed us how to practice, but then he is saying only 50%. How are we going to live that? How are we going to apply it? If you look at the generation of devotees, now, during Srila Prabhupada's time, how sincere and serious they were, and then the generation now, kind of like, what's happening? Everybody's so relaxed, everybody's doing what they want. And I'm living my life, and kind of like a Krishna consciousness is a nice thing, kind of like to add to my life. It's very sad. But we need to put more effort into it to again become more sincere, more serious. But it's not possible to do it if we don't know what duties I'm supposed to do. What are my responsibilities? And how do I come to know? Everybody wants to be a brahmana, maybe kshatriya, but that's it, right? No. Vaisya, Shudra, no. What is, now, the problem, well, okay, what is the problem? Here, Srila Prabhupada is no problem. He is explaining anybody can, if properly engaged, be fully Krishna conscious. So, first of all, then we have to understand that, okay, Varnashrama system, we are talking about Daivarnashrama system. The Varnashrama system, known as the Asuric Varnashrama, then that's rejected. That's the so-called caste system. But that's not what we support. Caste system is not useful at all. Rejected. Caste system is that somebody gets born into the family of, for example, a brahmana, then he is recognized as a brahmana. He gets upavita and he is called brahmana. But he does not have to have any qualities of a brahmana. So he is acting like a shudra or worse, chandala, and he is supposed to be called brahmana. That's bogus. That doesn't work. So there's a caste system, birthright. But that's not what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Srila Prabhupada or we see Bhagavatam recommends. So it's very important to understand that in the Daivarnashrama system, where Krishna is the center, so it's about the qualities of a person. If somebody has some quality which he can do something as a brahmana, as a kshatriya, as a vaishya, as a shudra, it doesn't matter, then he continues or he does service for the Lord according to his nature. But in the Daivarnashrama system, the very important thing is that everybody follows proper sadhana. He gets up in the morning. He goes for Mangalarati. He chants japa. Reads Bhagavatam. Books. Krishna Katha. Offers bhoga to the Lord. Takes only prasad. So these activities, they are Brahmanical. They are Vaishnava. So that's why Vaishnavas actually should be called minimum as a Brahmanas. But okay, that's the morning program like we are having now. And after that program, then after breakfast, what he is going to do? Some may go and study or teach. Some may go and manage. Some goes and does some agriculture, works with the cows, or do some work, sweeping. What's the big deal? That person, he is not what he is doing. That person is a Vaishnava. He is a Brahmana because he is living the Brahmanical culture. But according to that, what he is good at, that's what he can offer to Krishna. There's nothing wrong with that. So there is no distinction what he is called. Oh, he is sweeping or he is wiping the temple, or he is a Shudra. No. In fact, I know there was one devotee, Pujari, and he was a small temple, and he was a grihastha. He would come doing the puja, the arati, in the morning. So then he was coming, but they had small guest house in the temple, and there was like a couple of brahmacharis, and they didn't take care. So the guest house was dirty, and specifically the bathroom, the toilets. Now, nobody was taking care. No. So then the pujari, he could not tolerate it, because it's also, you are inviting guests, right? It's about, it's also offering to Krishna. So then he started to come half an hour earlier, just puts gamsha on, cleans the toilets, takes bath, and go on the altar. Now in the Asuric Varnashram, this cannot happen. Brahmana will not take broom or rag in his hand. But in the Daivarnashram, it's a service. So it happens. However, anyway, I can serve the Lord, I will. So, therefore, anybody who follows the Vaishnava culture, he is a Brahmana. And practically what he does, it doesn't matter. But if he doesn't wake up in the morning before Brahma Muhurta, he's not coming for Mangalarati, or he's not having Mangalarati at home, he doesn't chant japa, doesn't read, doesn't offer bhoga, doesn't eat prasadam. What kind of Vaishnava? He's not a Vaishnava. So therefore, he will be called according to what he does. So if he sweeps and cleans and wipes, then he's a Shudra. And that's the difference. So Srila Prabhupada wanted us to work on establish the Daivarnashrama. So everybody works on the platform of devotional service, being a Sakama Bhakti or Nishkama Bhakti, ideally, but at least Sakama. And that's what Srila Prabhupada talks about here. We offer what we have. That's what Sakama is. I am doing for myself. I am doing what I like. But I don't forget to offer Krishna my results. So then he is pleased. But I'm not really considering if Krishna likes it or not. It's still, according to my desires. I cook what I like and I offer it to the Lord. It's okay. It's a Sakama Bhakti. But then later on, we should try to figure out what is it that Krishna likes? What the Acharyas say about it, he likes. And then learn to like that. Okay, that's better. That's the next step. But at least then we should be not forgetting about Krishna. Ideally, we always remember him by direct devotional service. But if we cannot do that, then at least we should never forget him. Those are two main principles. So, if we can establish that everybody is properly following the sadhana, then to achieve the sadhya or the goal, then it's easy. That's Krishna. And we can always remember Krishna. Right? When we are in the temple, then we do our japa. That's easy. But when we go and do some job and studying or whatever else we do, then maybe it's not so easy to always remember Krishna, because I'm busy with other things. Driving car, how can you remember Krishna? You have to focus on the road, right? It's more difficult. So then at least we should never forget him. And that's what the virāṭ-puruṣa is helping us. Everything what we have, there are manifestations of Krishna's energy. If we learn to see these energies as Krishna's energies, then we can always remind ourselves, the building is standing not only by Krishna's grace. There's his potency. Not because somebody put some cement and some bricks. The brick that is so hard, it's Krishna potency. Water is not hard. That's another potency. In fact, water is for drinking. And in Gita, Krishna says that I am the taste of water. He doesn't say I'm the taste of brick, but okay. So everything has its own purpose. And the purpose, it's called the dharma. Everything has its own dharma. The nature. Like you see, the table, right? Table, the dharma of the table is to put something on and it will stay there. Now, dharma of the cup, it's to put something inside to stay there. But if I say, I can do whatever I want. I want to pour water on the table and should stay there. Will it? It will not. That's adharma. The dharma of the table is to hold things which can hold on their own. Water needs a form to be poured into because it will fill up the form. And the form of the table is flat, so then the water will spill. So we go against dharma and we get the suffering. Oh, my water spilled. And just because we are so foolish. But if we accept, yes, there is a dharma, and according to the dharma, I have to follow the yama niyama, then it will work. Not ideally, okay, there is no perfection in the material world. But to the best it can. And that's what we are looking for. So then we can manage our lives without the least amount of disturbances. So then we can remain dhira. We know that the material life is full of sukha, dukkha, right? There's always happiness, but then after happiness comes distress. After distress comes happiness. It's always like that. Matra sparshas dukkhanteya sitoshna sukha dukkha. No? It's changing. Now it's coming winter. You have to dress up. It was so hot. We complained. It was so hot. Oh, now it's so cold. There's always something. But after the cold comes hot again. So if we know that, so just dress up more for the winter, dress up less for the summer. Okay, and you can remain dhira. Be focused on devotional activities and it's fine. But if we complain every winter, oh, it's so cold, why is Krishna doing this? Then how can you be dhira? Oh, so hot, I cannot do anything. No, and the whole year you cannot do anything. Because there is always some disturbance. That's a problem. So let's accept the dharma as it is. Okay, and then at least we get not disturbed. And that way, then we can focus on something real, what we need to do. So this is the whole purpose of what we should establish. What we should do. These are the bases. And from that, then we can build something greater. We can start focusing on the devotional activities. And not always be engaged in the material activities. Prajalpa, niyamagraha, atyahar. No, why? There is no need for that. Rather, just let's focus on satsanga and be enthusiastic in devotional activities. And with the satsanga, encourage each other. That's the best way what we can do. That will have the best effect on everyone and best effect on the community. And that way, then we can also develop mutual respect for each other. That the brahmacharis can respect grihastas. Grihastas can respect the brahmacharis. Devotees can have some relationships, loving relationships. Darati pratigrihnati, guhyakti prichati, bhunkte bhojayate. More respect. And then the whole purpose of us being here will be fulfilled. We can actually focus on devotional activities. So this is that's the reason why then the Daivarna-ashrama system should be established. Because it gives the proper direction. No. Not that the Varnashrama system makes you Krishna conscious. But the Varnashrama system allows you to become Krishna conscious because you can develop conditions conducive for devotional service. And ideally, the whole world becomes and starts following some rules and regulations. Like Srila Prabhupada in another purport, he wrote what should be globally be established, like following Ekadashis, right? No meat eating. So, really just basics. And from that, the purification will take place. And from the purification, then the ability to take up chanting of the holy name, to understand now Krishna's greatness, his opulences, then it becomes much easier for the people, and therefore the congregational chanting can take place every town and village, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as Srila Prabhupada wanted it. And that's something which each of us can contribute some way or other, but only if we want, because I can do whatever the hell I want. So if I want to participate, I will. If I don't want to, nobody can make me. That's the reality. And we are responsible of what we want. Absolutely. You cannot make an excuse, oh, he made me want this. No. You wanted it, and you are making an excuse. So stop making excuses and be responsible for your desires. That's all you can do anyway. Use your intelligence and start desiring something which is conducive for bhakti, and stop desiring what's not good. That way then we can progress. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Yeah, take the mic. I think it's right there.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. So my question is, so as devotees we try to be surrendered and do our service, whatever that may be, but sometimes we find ourselves in positions where we're engaged in services that are against our proclivities, against our propensities, and we're surrendered, so we're doing them, but how long can that go on, and how do we deal with that?
Well, see, as long as we are not surrendered, so then our nature is very prominent. So it may be very difficult not to do that, because I'm convincing myself I cannot do it. But as one becomes more and more purified, then you start depending more and more on Krishna, then you can see that you are capable of doing anything. It's your mind which stops you. Example, see Dhruva Maharaj, right? What, as a small kid. Now, what could he do? What can 5-year-old kid do? He doesn't have any idea. No, we don't have any idea, except they can play. No. If you see like some 5-year-old nicely reading, oh, so special, right? And some abilities are there, so it's good. But Dhruva Maharaj, he would sit down following instruction of his guru and just meditate. And he stops eating, he stops drinking, he stops breathing. And he is conscious of himself, he is conscious, and he expands his consciousness throughout the whole universe. Now, Even the big yogis cannot do that. But he had done it. Why? Because he was following instruction of his guru innocently. And that way, because he was chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, so he was doing devotional service. And because he was conscious and he stopped breathing, so as he expanded, even the demigods could not breathe because he stopped. They were suffocating. Oh, Lord, no, Lord Vishnu, please, no, do something. We cannot breathe. What's happening? The whole universe is suffocating. Oh, it's just, no, Dhruva, no, he stopped breathing. Okay, I'll just go and give him darshan. Then that will liberate you. No. So how powerful, one person. Srila Prabhupada, one person, he can globally affect everyone. But you have to believe it. You have to drop these blocks, and this is the conditioning. And the conditioning is because of our anarthas. So purification takes care of this. So before the purification really takes place, so it's best that you do what you feel that you are good at. Because you get purified by that. But once you get purified, there is no limit to what you can do. And how long it takes for one to purify can take a moment, like Dhruva Maharaj. Dhruva Maharaj took 4 or 5 months? Take a moment maybe? No. Narada Muni? No. He took also just a few months listening to Mahabhagavatas. Then later on his mother died, also 5-year-old. He just walks fearlessly into the forest, just sits down, meditates, and he gets darshan of the Lord. Fearless. We are now afraid to step out without mask, kind of like, what if I get COVID? No. We are so afraid because we are not surrendered. So the surrender comes with the purification. So when the surrender comes, then please, Krishna, guide me. Tell me what should I do. You think I can do it? Okay, I'll do it. You see, like, before the devotees, not during Srila Prabhupada's time, right? Go out for preaching. Open temple there. Oh, I don't know anything there. Like, Srila Prabhupada's Tamal Krishna Maharaj, go to China and preach. I don't know Chinese. I don't know anything about China. No. What will I do? How will I open temple? But he went. And he was successful. Because of his dedication. So the possibilities are there. But we are limiting ourselves because of our conditioning. Yeah? Hare Krishna. Yes.
December 1974. Prabhupada said, keep yourself strong in Krishna consciousness by following all my basic principles. That is of the utmost importance. Do not fail to chant 16 rounds daily. Rise early. Come to Mangalarti. Come to classes and follow the 4 related principles. In this way, your life will become free from all anxieties.
Hare Krishna.
So, we experience a lot of anxiety trying to do all those things.
What is the anxiety?
So Prabhupada promises we'll become free from anxieties, but we're full of anxiety trying to...
Oh, you mean that even by following that we still have anxiety?
There's a lot of anxiety, starting with getting up from Mangalarti, getting the 16 rounds done, the whole package.
Actually, waking up should be happiness, so I can go and see the deities. No, there shouldn't be anxiety. No, but maybe. But ideally, then we should start getting up to see the Lord. See Him, the first one to see in the morning. And then seeing the Lord in the morning, then the whole day is successful. Japa should be done in the morning. So if it's done in the morning, then again, the whole day is successful. Not thinking about, I have to finish, say like 100 rounds or 200 rounds because this week I didn't chant for a few days. That's all bogus. Srila Prabhupada said 16 rounds daily minimum. Daily. So even then, I chanted only 2 rounds in the morning, so I have to chant 14 rounds in the evening. It's also not good. We should focus, and everything should be done as a part of the morning sarana. If it's done as a sarana, then it's just the mind accepts it. And there is no need for anxiety, because it's just a daily routine. I just get up, I go and take bath, I dress up, put tilak on, and then I go to the temple without even thinking. But if I keep thinking, do I want to do it? No, I don't want to do it, but I should do it. If I don't do it, maybe I don't get prasad. No, and then anxiety comes. So sarana, ideally, it's done as like our second nature, like breathing, right? We breathe. We don't think about, should I breathe now? Now breathe out. No, we don't think like that. So it should be like that with the sarana. Just the alarm rings, just get up, now go and take bath. Don't think about anything. Just go, do it as a daily ritual, and go to the temple. And then later on think about, sometimes, some devotees are very much in tamaguna. So like waiting, should I be, it's so cold, maybe I should just 5 minutes, goes to sleep, wake up, 2 hours later, what happened now, what can I do? So then this causes anxiety. What will my friends say, I didn't come today? But if we do it as like the ritual, just it happens, there is no option, then it's very easy. So let's not think too much about this program. Srila Prabhupada said, just accept it as it is, do it, fine. Is it okay? Hare Krishna. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Maharaj. Maharaj, you were speaking about Devi Varnashram. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that Jati Dharma and Kul Dharma will get destroyed. Jati Dharma and Kul Dharma. So when we say Jati Dharma, so that doesn't, does it means that, Kshatriya, Brahmana, Vaishya, Shudra, based on birth?
See, the Jati or Svajati, it's the desires actually. It's your like a nature, you can say. So the nature which we have now, it's based on our ahankar. And because of the ahankar, then we have certain desires. Because we have desires, we have certain friends. And I like to do things, I don't like to do things. And because of that, I have friends. But once we get purified, that ahankar is destroyed, then nothing of that stays. There is nothing which I like and don't like. I just do what I'm supposed to do, what Krishna wants me to do. So, in the beginning, that's the conditioning. Because of the conditioning, we have certain nature, the jati. And we, based on that, we do activities. But it's based on ahankar and anarthas. So we get purified from it, then we understand, I am jiva, I am spirit soul. And the real desire is to do according to what Krishna wants me to do. So when you get the siddha deha, or the spiritual body, then according to that, there is no ahankar. The only desire is to serve Krishna. Now, how to serve Krishna? Let him let him decide how he wants me to serve him. Yes? Okay.
And what about the Kul Dharma? Kul Dharma? Kula Dharma?
Kula Dharma.
He says Kula Dharma and Jati Dharma. He used two specific words. Kula Dharma and Jati Dharma.
So, Kula Dharma means like a family.
So, Kula is for family and
Yes,
Jati is for
so
the nature of...
it's like a family, yes. So, who is your family?
Based on bodily conception.
Same thing. It's ahankar, I'm born in this family. But take example of Jada Bharat, no? He is born in a family of Brahmana, and the father is so affectionate to him, he is teaching, but he, knowing from previous two births that he fell down, and then he didn't make it back to Godhead, and by Krishna's mercy, he had the experience of it, he had the remembrance of it, he didn't want to get involved into anything. So he just pretended to be Jada. So, no, he doesn't follow anything. But all these Kula Dharma, Jati Dharma, they are all based on the ahankar, they are conditioned. But, we need to follow them for some time to get purified. But according to Yama Niyama. So, proper rules and regulations. But once you get purified from the ahankar, there is no Kula Dharma. Your Kula is Krishna and the devotees. And Jati, it's what Krishna wants you to do. That's the real Dharma. Hare Krishna. Okay. See, Dravya-ātmakaḥ is not some like community or like some farm community. It's a part of it. But Dravya-ātmakaḥ means Varna and Ashrama. So it's a society. It's the whole society involved in it. And it's not just some community somewhere, it's the whole city. It's everywhere. You cannot say that farm community is Varnashrama and everything else is not. Farm community is part of Varnashrama. Gurukula is part of Varnashrama. Temple is part of Varnashrama. And all together, it's the whole complex society. And the society must be applicable in Varnashrama. But in that society, we need to see that everybody respects each other. Everybody cooperates with each other. Then you can have proper system running. Otherwise, no, I am doing Varnashrama. No, I am. No, I am. And then you have nothing. And just fights. Prajalpa. Blasphemy, just go on and go on. There's no need for that. So Varnashrama means complete whole. So you may have a community, but still in the community you still have to have not just taking care of the cows, but you need to have taking care of the children. You need to take care of the families. Like in Hungary. So temple is the center, and everybody is doing services, but not everything is taken care of. So 3 modes of nature. Yeah, you do, but because of your conditioning. But what is your intention? What's your consciousness? Why are you doing that? So you are doing it in sattva or in rajaguna, right? But your consciousness is, I want to offer it to Krishna, something. But what else can I do? I'm so rajasic. At least let me do the rajasic service. But I'm offering it to Krishna. So you are doing sakama bhakti. So it's a bhakti. So it's fine, because the purpose of it is Krishna. Yes? Hare Krishna. Yeah. Take the mic.
%50 is remaining in so clear way, and how to apply it and how to see it in our own lives. Thank you very much for that. My question is about, you said about identifying dharma and being engaged in that dharma. So the greatest challenge for me is to identify it, because the moment if someone says, I am a shudra, then there is a negative connotation in my mind. So how do I identify properly what it is, and then how I should have, because kalau shudra sambhavat is also Shastra says.
Yeah.
So how we see it very respectfully, like.
See, it's nowadays, everyone is in a way Varna Shankara. Okay, so there's a mix. But what's the prominent? What can you do? And not what I think I can do, but let's others, your friends or your authorities, tell you, okay, try doing that. No, maybe you are good at it. Try it. If you like it, continue doing it. You don't like it, okay, try doing something else. And the leaders should be actually able to see that. Then they can, based on personal relationship, they can tell you, maybe you will be good at this. Srila Prabhupada was doing exactly like that. He immediately recognized who can do what and engaged them accordingly in devotional service, so then they get purified. Now, in Gurukul, the teachers also, they help the children, but the children, they also changing, kind of like maturing. But you help them. As soon as the child is engaged or he shows some interest, you encourage him. But for the brahmacharis in Gurukul, you let them to try everything. They try the deity worship. They try being a leaders. They try taking care of cows. They do menial services. So they do all that. And then you see after some time when they, teenagers, they become more close to, something become more easier for them to do. So you engage them accordingly. There's no problem. And they will be happy. So ideally they figure out what they want, what they are good at, before they leave. And then they will find service like that. And then they can do it. They don't have to do something which they don't like. But they can make that something which they like as a part of their life. It works. So leaders should be trained, not to be just managers, but actually leaders, to be able to work for the people, to make them, to help them become Krishna conscious. Hare Krishna. Okay, so we'll end here. Grantha Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Nitai Gaur Pramananda. Gauranga.